Welcome to the podcast that teaches you there's no shame in a gain. If your Slimming World leader is sat in your blocked list and you've got no clue how she got there, we don't know. She's just there. You are one of us. Hi, I am Jo, and with me is Victoria.
Hi.
Did you ever ghost? I think you were queen of ghosting your Slimming Club leader, weren't you?
Oh yeah, I loved it. Oh yeah, loved ignoring, loved blocking, loved deleting, leaving groups. Oh yeah, I had no shame.
Did you ever
Never
go
turning
back
up
to
again.
one that you'd ghosted? Like to a person that you ghosted?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I must have done, because I think where I used to live, there were only a handful that sort of fit in with the time that I went. But they're never going to turn you down, are
No,
they? They're
they
never
want the
going to say,
dollar.
oh no, you ghosted me, you can't come in. So it was never an issue, but it did give me a bit of a power trip.
Producer Paul will know all about this when he joins Slimming World next year after Christmas. That's exciting. Hi, Paul.
Won't need it. 2025 is my year.
Oh.
Okay.
Still going with that, are you?
Yeah, do you still think it is? You've not had a relapse since we last checked?
Well, really, my slimming group leader is my wife, and I've had to have word with her this morning
You've blocked
after
her?
the result I saw her on the scales this morning.
Oh, no! But you're doing
It's that time of year.
mums.
It's the hardest time.
It is hard. I agree. Are you still doing your soup thing? Make one meal soup?
I
mums?
am with a couple of quite significant days off.
Okay.
Great. Okay. Well, listen.
I will discuss in a bit.
No doubt we will hear all about that. So before we start this episode, I would like to make an announcement. As this episode goes out, depending on when you weigh, there is 8 or 9 weigh-ins to Christmas.
No way.
Yes. And
Do you know
I'm
what?
putting it out there. Are you where you wanted to be this year? Because we've still got 8/9 weigh-ins to go. How are we feeling?
I was doing my spreadsheet for my diet groups, and it's on my screen. Each group has their own page, and I put their information in, their weight losses, gains, whatever. Yesterday, or the day of recording this, yesterday, was the first time that I'd seen week 52 on the same screen. A whole year of our diet groups was on the one screen, because I think, again, as this goes out, the last was week 41 or something. So I can see when it absolutely blew my mind to see week 52. And I've got so many groups that have literally been with me since week 1.
Yeah, it's exciting. Isn't it?
I just can't
Amazing.
believe it. I just can't believe it that we're actually at the end of the year. It's terrifying.
Are you doing better at this stage of the year than you thought you'd be? With
No, because I knew
weigh-ins
that
to
this
go?
year was
Oh yeah, true.
somewhat
we
my
knew.
year.
We knew. Sorry.
Yeah, we knew,
Somewhat
Jo,
my
didn't we?
year.
Get it on a sticker. I just wanted to make that announcement because I feel like the minute you say that, you're going to go one of two ways. If you're listening now and you're on a diet, you're either going to really buckle down for a few weeks, or you're fuck it. It's Christmas.
Well, usually
So-
that by this point, that is me. I get to October, get to Halloween, and I'm gone.
Yeah, you are.
I'm
aren't
done.
you?
I'm off it. That's it. And then I'll start again in January. But no, I can't do it this year. I've got to rein it in.
8/9 weeks, guys. Let's get on it. Right, let's start today's episode. We are asking you, what stopped you getting to your slimming club? This happened in one of my teams. She will remain anonymous. She messaged me when we were talking about weigh-ins, saying I couldn't weigh in this week, Jo. I couldn't get through this roadblock, and I don't know this part of South London well enough to get around it. So I never made it to my Weight Watchers group. And then she sent me, obviously because I am the leader, she sent me a photo of the evidence of the roadblock.
I mean,
Wow.
it literally could be anywhere.
Which made me I was like, yeah, you do need to prove it, because that's the sort of excuse many people make. Did you ever have a time you couldn't get to group?
Yeah, I've actually got a genuine one for this one.
No, hers was genuine.
Well, yeah, although mine sounds very far-fetched. But yeah, it was years and years and years ago. And it was when my mum and dad were doing Slimming World. And I think I can't remember if they were still doing it when we started or they'd just finished. I can't remember now. But it was when I was doing it. And a couple of times, like, I'd go with them and then I'd go for dinner at theirs afterwards and whatever. Anyway, one particular evening, I was going with them to their group. And they live in a village in the countryside. And we actually were late to group because there were cows crossing the road.
Here
We got it genuinely in a traffic jam because of cows.
Okay, photo
going from one
evidence,
farm
please.
to another.
Photos.
We got there, but we were late for it. But yeah, it always makes me laugh when I think about that one.
Yeah, I mean, my wife grew up on a farm. And so when I first started seeing her and going up to her parents and stuff, their country life is so alien to how I grew up. And yeah, if there's a bunch of cows crossing a road,
Just
You gotta
how
wait.
you deal with that is you wait for them.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
So
their world.
weird.
We live in it. Yeah, and I
Yeah.
used to be late for college. If I didn't leave at a particular time, I would get stuck behind them and then have to really rush to get to college in the next town. So yeah, definitely a thing, having to wait for cows to cross the road.
Crazy.
I've definitely been late
What about
to
you, Jo?
weigh in. And so because of an accident or roadworks or new traffic lights or whatever. And whilst I've been sat in that traffic, I have been messaging my leader going, I am here, but I've just been sat in my car for 5 minutes, blah, blah, blah. Because one, I'm teacher's pet. Everyone knows that. That's fine.
Yep.
But two, I can't bear lateness. I cannot bear lateness. Add some time onto your journey. If you think that the traffic's going to be bad at this time of day, there's no excuse for lateness. And I hate lateness. So I've got to prove that I'm trying. I've tried. I've definitely tried. It's nothing to do with me. So yeah, I've definitely been late for weigh-in. But what she does in my group is you can still come if they've started the meeting, still get here, everybody. We'll have the meeting and we'll weigh you at the end. And I quite liked that as a thing. Once I got there a bit late because of roadworks, and she said, "Oh, we'll weigh you now." And I was like, "Oh no, I didn't want that. I wanted to be weighed." I think I've had a bad week. I actually wanted to be weighed where there was no
And then go home.
comebacks. Yeah. But it has happened to many people. Why did you not get to your slimming club? We put it out to you and we start with Fifi.
Yeah, Fifi says, I forgot my phone, so no parking app, which meant I couldn't park the car. So I had to go home and wouldn't have made it back in time, of course.
No.
Honestly,
Did
if this is
you?
what we've started off with, these are going to be great.
This is a lot of bullshit excuse day, man.
Right.
Although I will say that Steve Jobs spent millions of pounds and however many hours coming up with the amazing iPhone, and all it really does for me is carry parking apps.
Yeah.
All it's really good for.
Well, and your wallet, actually. I don't even
Yeah.
take a purse around anymore. Literally, because everything is just on your phone now.
I had a homeless guy
Yeah.
come up to me in Costa the other day and said, and he was talking about, oh, I need to get to hospital. I need money. I need cash. And I went, no, I've only got my phone. Like, I don't have cash. I've just got my phone. And he said, well, I'm just asking people, I'll walk you to the cash machine. This is how much. I'll walk you to the cash machine if you've got a card. And I'm just asking for a £5. And I was like, I don't have cards. And I felt like I was bullshitting. But I wasn't, because
Yeah.
I'm the same as you. I remember a time,
Yeah.
Paul, years ago, when you came into work, when we worked for the radio station, and said, guys, I was brave enough to go out last night for petrol or whatever with just my watch. And that,
Yes.
and
Oh,
no
yeah.
backup. And I, at the time,
Yeah.
was like, fuck, I don't know if I'll ever be that brave.
Yeah.
But I regularly
Well, it
am. I
did
just
in
go
the
with my
early
phone.
days. It was a bit temperamental,
Was it?
wasn't it? And it's
Yeah.
like, oh, I'll try my watch. Oh, no, that. Then I'll try my phone. No, then I'll tap my card. And whereas now, I don't even think about it.
I don't.
My other half's like that. Sometimes he's like running around the house like, oh, where's my wallet? If you see my wallet, where have I put it? I'm like, what do you need that wallet for?
Mm.
And he's like, oh yeah, I suppose I don't really, do I? It's just like habit, isn't it? Keeping it in your
Yep.
pocket. Just
I still
all
have
the time.
a wallet. I still never leave the house without my wallet. Still never use the wallet.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah,
true.
exactly.
Because
just
even your
wild.
Nectar card, Paul, will be on your phone, won't it?
It's all on your phone, everything.
Never have a Nectar
Gordon.
card.
Doesn't collect points.
You can save yourself a lot of money
I
with
know,
Nectar, I'll
it's
have
crazy,
you know.
isn't it? He's so bloody rich. Anyway,
Wild.
Never
back to-
collected a single point or whatever you do with them. Never.
You
That
get
tells me you've got far
discount
too
is
much
what you
money.
do. You get discount.
Who can be bothered with that?
Decent
Okay.
discount
Yeah,
as
you
well,
really do.
actually.
Rachel says, I was halfway there to my slimming club when I realised I'd left the chicken in the oven. So I ran back. Chicken was fine, but she had to go back and check. Could not weigh in that day.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Rach, You can't, if you think, Paul, you can be sat talking about sins and swips when you think that the chicken might have been on fire. You can't relax. She had to go back, and it's a good one, Rach.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, fine. I like that.
Yeah, I'm into it.
Lisa, I think, is from one of your diet teams, Joe, and she says, I'm ashamed to say that my friend offered me a lift, but she turned up with KFC. Group was never going to happen, was it?
I remember years ago,
that is the least supportive diet partner.
To meet my friend at the gym after work. She had a regular job, and so I would meet her at the gym. And as I was walking, it was a gym that was attached to a hotel, the Village Hotel. And as I was walking towards the gym, I saw her sat in the bar, and she'd bought us a beer each. And I said,
"Oh, I remember this. Yeah."
I said, "What? I thought we were going to the gym. Oh, just one."
Just
and I said,
one.
I can't like go on a running machine after a beer.
Oh, after a beer.
So yeah, we
imagine
didn't.
the fizz.
Anyway, got a very long story short.
Yeah, but she sort of made that decision for you.
She really had. She really had.
Yeah.
And I remember being fuming because I'm an athlete.
Of course, yeah.
Right.
Alison Newsham says, I was going to group, but my cat sat on my lap and looked too peaceful to disturb. What was I supposed to do? Traumatise her? Producer Paul will understand this as a cat owner.
No.
It's true.
What?
No, stop it. Oh my God, it's so true. You can't. My parents have got a cat, and the place, my parents would move their chair. Like, if he's asleep on the sofa where my dad sits, my dad will sit in another chair. Like, they can't move the cat.
I mean,
it's not my policy.
Yeah, I don't get that at all.
No, honestly, there'll be cat owners that will get this.
Totally.
One is asleep 22 hours a day, so she's fine to be woken up. The Sassy, who we've had for years. Timmy, the new one, is an absolute menace and causing life to be hell. So I'm happy to give him a shove anytime he needs
Typical boy,
one.
that is. Typical boy.
He's
Alison,
the worst.
We feel your pain.
You know, I woke up the other morning with him shoving his nose in my ear. Just got on top of him.
It's time for his breakfast.
I couldn't sleep like that with a cat wandering around.
Every morning, it does something.
He's hungry. He's a hungry boy. You need to feed him. Right. Glad you know. Sammy says, try cycling there to be healthy. And I got a flat tyre halfway and ended up wheeling it home in the rain. Everyone knows that you can't be weighed after you've been rained on.
Correct.
That added £2 right there. I was soaked. 100%.
So much going on there, Sammy. You do not want to go to group if that's happening. Michelle Barnes finally says, I got locked in the bathroom at work. Had to wait for my colleagues to rescue me. And by the time I was free, the weigh-in was over. No one at group believed me, and I didn't have my phone to record evidence. And that is key.
No.
That is key. The amount of times, well, a bit like the way this started off with my team member getting evidence for me. I'm a real, I promise it's true. Here's a photo. Love it, Michelle. These are great. Keep them coming in. If you are listening to this as well, did you know that we are also on YouTube? You could be watching us instead of just listening. Search No Shame in a Game. Right, guys, there has been a mild update on the Slimming World changes. Now, when I say all of this out loud, at this stage, guys, it is only rumour. Repeat, rumour. Somebody told me this, and I shared it, and then someone else went, well, I've asked my Slimming World leader, and they said, nah, whoever's told you that has misunderstood. So I'm going to tell you what I've heard, and then maybe we will get the correct version. On Slimming World, you can do a week of SP, it's called, which is speed. So your vegetables, or most vegetables, most fruit, and protein. So you got your speed and your protein, SP. Yep. You're not allowed carbs that week. Or if you're doing a day, you're not allowed it.
Yep.
Now, the rumour I was told is that in the new Slimming World plan, you will be allowed whole grain rice, whole wheat pasta on SP day. Now, I was absolutely hyped and beside myself with joy because SP days are hard because if you're having a chili, you can't have rice. If you're etc. etc.
Nice big salad doesn't really
not the same,
hit the spot, does it?
I mean, obviously
No.
you do shift the pounds. It's not the same. So anyway, I started telling people this, like, this is the most amazing thing. And somebody
like you, Joe,
has come back, with no evidence. Someone has come back and said, no, you're misunderstanding. It's not quite like that. But nobody's told us what it is going to be. So there's got to be something to do with brown rice or whole grain rice, pasta, whatever, but we don't yet know what it is. I mean, I bought some. I started stocking up. Yeah, but I was ready to go. I was going to start it now.
What could it be? One portion, maybe one portion for dinner you're allowed, or something like that. Like one meal is allowed.
No one will tell me. It's like, I feel what Slimming World have done is they've announced the first changes, and now we're asking, and they said we're going to drip feed it in up to January, and now we're getting impatient because we're not following their
and you're making up your own rules, essentially.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. So they told you what they were going to do. They're doing exactly that, and you lot are not happy about it.
Yeah, we're like, we want to tell, because a lot of people have been throwing avocado in their into their diet without sinning it.
Slimming World, this is the problem when 90% of your customers are women. They don't know how to follow rules. I have the same trouble with this podcast.
Anyway, guys, if anybody knows what the whole grain, whole wheat, brown rice rumour really is, I'm happy to hear it, and we're happy to include it on a future podcast, even if it's before the official announcement.
Well, you've actually included it in this podcast, Joe, without knowing it.
Yeah.
So you'll definitely be including it in a future podcast.
Paul,
probably as a correction to what you've said today.
Well, I mean, that could be true. I'm always happy to apologise. The thing is, at least I've stressed it's a rumour, which I didn't initially when I was telling other people. I told them it as fact.
Cool. Yeah. Good.
Right. Okay.
Anyway, keep us posted the minute we hear anything. You know we'll be doing an emergency break-in podcast. How have we been this week, Victoria? What have you been up to?
I've actually had quite a busy week. I've had 3 meals out.
Oh!
Yes, I know. I mean, I know it's lovely for the social side of me, but not for the diet.
No.
Because obviously, well, I'm not mentioned yet, but I did have quite a gain after holiday. That is obviously to come. We'll update you all next week's episode. Is it next
week?
Episode?
Yeah, it's weigh-in week.
Yeah. So we've got, I will obviously tell you all next week, but I've been in complete damage control for the last few weeks. Upped the exercise, dropped the calories, really, really trying hard. So it's very nice to be invited out, but I don't want to go.
Okay.
So
we're going out this week. Is it this week, Victoria?
Yeah, you're included in that, Joe. I was just trying to be quite subtle about it.
Don't be subtle with me, darling. Really smash me in the face.
So yeah, it's very lovely, very nice to have plans with people and go out, but yeah, not great for the old diet. But no, I'm feeling good. Apart from, again, when this goes out, I have just done my knee in running, which is wild because I've only been running a week and I've already damaged myself.
Here we go.
Oh.
Here we go.
Don't think it's a meniscus.
I'm sorry. Do you want sympathy for
Well, I
injuring
didn't
your
fucking
knee while
get any
doing the
from you.
Coast to 5K?
When I told you the other day, neither of you gave me any sort of sympathy and you were just horrible to me.
Joe had one of the all-time great responses on our
what
WhatsApp.
She said. What did she say about? I'm going to have to go
she
back now.
She suggested listening to the podcast No Shame in a Game where they discuss exercise being bad for you. I couldn't stop laughing.
And then I said about doing it on Christmas Day. And then you also pointed out that I've not left any spare time to get through it, but I hope that helps. Well, it didn't fucking help at all. Neither of us did.
What it feels
I believe
to me
I raised this point.
Well, both of you are just coming up with excuses. At least I say, no, I'm not going to do it. I don't like it. I don't enjoy it. Shit.
I'm hoping, but by the time people are listening to this episode, and my groups will know because I'll be telling them, I will be back running. Because I was genuinely enjoying it. I know you're not going to believe me, but I was enjoying it. But yeah, so that's pretty much my week. Food and not exercising.
Maybe we should need a spin-off podcast where we just talk about knee injuries. We could definitely fill half an hour on that. What you like on Friday mornings.
Paul, were you quite? I know you obviously seriously don't want Victoria to be in pain, but were you quite like, yeah, this has happened to me.
Of course he
Told ya.
was.
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
nearly not
Course.
told it. I nearly didn't tell you. And I thought, I'm going to have to because I'm honest. But I don't know why I told you because I knew I didn't get any sympathy. So.
Yeah, but I've had a knee injury. I still have a knee injury, and you've shown me no sympathy.
Yeah, it's different though, isn't it?
It's a two-way street.
No, it's different. I don't know why it's different, but it's different.
Yeah.
Well, listen.
No, me neither, but it is.
Listen, Vic, I've always been sympathetic to Paul. I will be to you as well.
That's it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Get well soon. Blah blah blah.
Cheers.
I've been away, so I weighed on different scales. I was in Milton Keynes.
Well, they don't count then.
I felt they didn't count. I did not like the result I saw. And when I went into my group and said, "Oh, I've been on different scales and I'm not very happy with it," all the talk turned into, "Let us motivate you. Let us be your inspiration." And I said, "Okay, how are you going to do that? What we want you to do is picture Paul's smug face." This is what my team's brought up, Paul, not me. Quote from Kate: "If Paul is Miss Slinky again, we will never hear the last of it." And now it's
going to happen.
And then she
It's
said,
not. No chance.
"And now it's on YouTube. We'll be able to see his smug face as well as hear him." So there's really a lot of
Yeah.
get back on it immediately, because what if Paul wins again? So guys,
He's not going to win.
Yeah, I think Victoria, you think you've got this nailed, don't you?
But it might. I think I've got it, but I obviously want you to do better than Paul as well.
Yeah. I'd like
we
him
need
to
Paul
come last.
to come last.
I'd like him. Yeah. So the downfall of Miss Slinky is what the Christmas episode will be called.
Yeah.
Because it'll be really.
No. We can't name it now.
From
No,
1
actually,
to
we can't.
3.
And you can't do a spoiler again because you did that last year.
Oh.
I think you named the episode.
Oh yeah, you did.
Mr. Slinky or something.
Yeah,
So
you
you
would.
told basically everybody what had happened.
I would
before
never
they'd
have
had
called it
chance to
Mr.
listen.
Slinky because
It was-
I'm always happy to be Miss Slinky. That's the correct terminology.
It was
I don't-
something like that. I'm
Yeah,
gonna have
you
to
did
find
give it
now,
away.
aren't
You gave it away
Yeah,
an
maybe
hour.
I
And
did.
people were
Were
furious.
fuming.
And when we told you, you were like, "Oh well, fuck them," like you always are.
That sounds
Pretty
like
much.
me.
Yeah. How's your week been, Paul?
So I've seen you. So
Oh yes, of course.
a week ago we met for coffee with our friend Sparky. Meet up. That was very nice. You had breakfast.
Mhm.
I did not.
Slimming
Because
World,
after
though, wasn't
meeting
it?
you,
Mine was Slimming World.
yeah, it was. In fact, the cook came out and asked about, what did she ask about? Fry light. Oh, no, was it margarine she was asking
She
about?
said, "Do you want margarine or butter on your toast?" And I said, "I don't want anything on my toast. I'm a Slimming Worlder." And there was also talk of, I went to discuss how they were going to do the mushrooms as well at the till.
Went to discuss.
Yeah, we were.
I mean,
went-
they did know us there,
For
so
a full
it was
brief.
not,
Oh, okay.
not
I went
as
for a brief.
offensive as it sounds.
Yeah, sorry, yes.
It
Sorry
did.
about
Started
that.
that
I
story
went
would
into
have
the
been good.
kitchen. I didn't know them, and I demanded.
Well, it did sound like
Yeah,
that.
sorry about that. But yeah, so mine was Slimming World friendly. Before you start thinking you're dobbing me in, carry on.
Right, yeah. So after then, I went for lunch with my mum, and I was just perusing the salad section in the pub where we were, and my mum said, "Oh, I think I might have fish and chips." So I put the menu down, said, "I'm having fish and chips too then," because they did
Did
a
you have
gluten-free
it?
fish and chips.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did.
Lovely.
It was amazing. I think I've sent you the pic, have I?
You have sent me the picture, yeah. So I
Look
will.
nice.
By the time this goes out, I probably would have shared it.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so I had that and then went home and had spaghetti carbonara for dinner as well.
Jesus.
Fucking hell, producer
So-
Paul, that's very carb heavy.
Yeah, that was quite a substantial day.
Were you bloated?
Yeah. Yes, I was, yes. And then on Sunday, my wife gave us the option of we could have a chicken salad for dinner or chicken full-on roast.
Mm.
Well,
Like, who do you think you're dealing with? There's only
mean,
one
obviously a
choice
roast.
there.
God.
So I had a beast of a roast, but she only made one tray of roast potatoes. Remember last time she made a second tray and I ate the entire thing?
Mm.
She only made one.
well, she's trying to help you. It'd be nice if you help yourself.
But then I've been on the scales this morning and she didn't help me that much.
God.
That's it. So I've got 1 week now. What I'm looking for is to get off the 4 pounds I gained last month, plus more than that.
No chance. Absolutely zero chance
Do you
of
think
that
there's any
happening.
chance, Paul?
No, oh, come on.
Yeah, I think there's a chance,
It's,
but I've got to
it's
really
really
knuckle down.
hard to lose £4.
He's a man,
let
though, isn't he?
alone
He's a man.
plus. No, it's not happening.
Yeah, but that's the weight I was at. Like, it was only a month away from being those £4 less. So surely it's easy to do.
What I'm enjoying about this, Paul, is your naivety after all this time.
Okay.
And I'm also enjoying, I think I remember when you just used to produce this episode rather than
He probably misses that time as well.
interfere.
Yeah.
What
The good old days, yeah.
you have pointed out is that you were looking at salad on a pub menu. One person said, I'm having fish and chips. You immediately put the menu down and said, I'm having fish and chips too. Either myself or Victoria had said this, you would have laughed in our faces and called us weak. And you would have...
Should we say it after 3, Joe?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Weak.
Weak.
Because,
Thanks,
and
guys.
you would have said, but you're on a diet. Where's your willpower?
Where
you would have really had
willpower?
to go at us about
Sure.
this.
Yeah, but as a celiac,
Oh,
I can't
here we go.
get fish and chips very often. So if the opportunity's there, I have to take it. I
I
have
sort
to.
of get that. I do sort of get that.
It's too good to not have.
Well,
yeah.
you just, all I'm saying is you look a bit weak to me. And,
Sure. Okay, yeah.
And we'll see
I
next
thought you were
week.
going to say something else. You look a bit chunky.
No, I don't.
Did you come in you came in your chinos when I saw you, didn't you?
I did came wearing chinos.
Are you wearing chinos now?
Thinnest chinos. No, I'm in trackies because I'm at home.
Oh, there we go. So you look nice on the top.
Yeah.
Not so much down.
Like newsreader style.
All right, that's us caught up. Next week is the biggie. Next week is weigh-in episode for us and our diet teams as well. So make sure you listen next week. And if you want to send a message with your story, anything you want to say to us, you can do at No Shame In Again. Or you might want to voice note producer Paul on 07468 286 104. We will put the number in the show notes, of course, as we always do. And everybody whose message is on the podcast gets a No Shame In Again sticker. Just message us. We will not be chasing you. You message us. We're happy to send one. We've got more episodes for you if you want our bonus episodes. They are weekly. They are called Extra Portions and they're on Patreon, Patreon. There's a game that we play every week on there as well, which sabotages one of our diets each week. If you've not heard it, join up. Every single tier on Patreon means you get all the bonus episodes and you get a joining sticker as well, which is the brilliant "You're not hungry, you're just thirsty" sticker. And you're also in to win £100 a month as well. Every tier that's paid for gets weight loss and weight gain certificates as well. And our No Shame Diet Club is on there if you want to join. You would get the Diet Club team sticker, either Team Joe or Team Victoria, if you join the Diet Club. And you get 24/7 access to us as well.
Yeah, as an extra special treat to the No Shame Diet Clubbers as well, since we've been putting these videos on YouTube, which go live every Thursday along with the audio podcast, I've been sending the YouTube video out on a Wednesday, so they get to see it first.
Nice.
Sort of like sucking up a little bit to them, really.
He has been
I don't know why.
Hasn't he been a bit creepy recently in there?
Yeah,
He's
a bit too chatty.
Yes. He honestly, up until about August, he barely went in
never heard from
there.
him.
No, didn't hear. And people were asking him
No.
questions, he'd never responding.
Rude.
Suddenly, you can't get rid of him.
I know, every week now.
I'm the most popular one. I think you guys just need to get used to that.
Okay.
Here is a taster of some of the chats in our diet teams. This is from Megan in one of my teams, who messaged in her group saying, somebody in group this morning said swips sounds like chips. Now, as you know, swips is the new name for sins going forward in January on Slimming World. So
Yep.
my brain went to your tagline. Whether it's chips or swips, there's no shame in a game. It's quite good.
That's the best one I've heard. Yeah.
Okay,
That's
Yeah, I
good.
like that.
it's in the lead,
Yeah.
Megan. Thank you very much.
My message has come in from Danielle, who is in my trim transformation group, and she says, my husband actually really enjoys the YouTube episodes, although he does question how on earth it's a diet group. He just doesn't understand. I've tried to explain that there's no shame in a gain. Birthday, Christmas and holiday calories don't count. All we can do is try to enjoy our life while maybe/hopefully losing a pound or two.
That's
and I feel like she's
exactly
just
the
summed it up
spirit.
really well.
Yeah, she
The
really
way
has.
I describe it to people is it's a diet for people. It's a podcast for people who are on a diet who don't like being on diet.
Okay.
Yeah.
When
Okay, great.
Victoria and I were interviewed for the Daily Mail a few weeks ago, and I think we really spoke like we were proper dieters, Victoria.
I know. We
think
wanted it to be like quite a funny piece, and I think we just came across a bit too serious.
I
didn't we?
think that she
Oh, no.
went, I think these two are health gurus. I think that's
Yeah, I do
what
too.
happened
Yeah.
at the end of the Anyway, let's see how
I mean,
the
she did
article comes out.
email later on that day. She said, Victoria, can you send me some before and after pictures?
Yeah, there was a lot.
Okay.
I think we must have come across like we were very good at this.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
We had all the
I know.
things.
We
It's
don't want
wild,
any
isn't it?
new listeners expecting that because they're going to
No,
be
we don't.
sadly
Very disappointed.
Anyway, if you want to join our diet teams, all you need to do is go to Patreon, Patreon, search for No Shaming Again. We are here to celebrate your NSVs as well, your non-scale victories, because we can all love and like ourselves. We can all be proud of ourselves along the way. It's not just about weighing yourself and a number on the scales. We like everything that we achieve during this journey.
Yeah, this one has come in from Nicola, and she says, I've just turned down cream on my pumpkin spiced latte.
Nice.
I'm taking it as a dieting win for the day, especially as I have found it really difficult to stick to anything these past few days. That's definitely a win.
It is a win. Well done. Well done. People are still sending us messages about jabs. And I tell you what else I would quite like to appeal for. Obviously, because we speak about jabs, my phone thinks I want jabs and I don't.
Right.
I don't want jabs. But what it's doing is it's advertising to me weight loss patches that suppress your appetite.
Yeah.
It's advertising capsule forms for the GLP, whatever that is.
I've seen a gel now as well.
Have you? And I would quite like to hear from people who are either on the patches, the GLP-1, whatever that means, capsules, or anything like that. If anybody has done it without the injections, I'd quite like to hear some real life reports on those as well, because they're all supposed to suppress your appetite like the jabs do.
Mm.
So if there's anybody that's got any experience of those, do let us know. But Rachel is a jabs girl, and she says this: I went on Mounjaro for 6 months, worked up to a 10 milligram dose, and then worked back down to the lowest dose. I lost 5.5 stone altogether. Since I've come off, the food noise has been horrendous for me, and cravings too. I felt like I have no control. Plus, I am menopausal. Oh my God, double whammy, darling. I've gained 1.5 stone in 5 months, but my head is finally in a good place and I'm ready to finally take control. I've joined Victoria's diet group and I am doing calorie counting. So I am determined to lose at least a stone myself with all the help that this wonderful group of people offer. So that's another person. She did very well on them, but when she came off them, it came back. I mean, we have heard from people that have weaned off it and been absolutely fine and, you know, stayed with the weight loss. I think
like
it's a
one way or
very individual
another.
journey. Yeah. So Rachel has done the correct thing. She's turned to Victoria for help.
Oh, God, pressure.
Well,
Shelley says, in response to Victoria and the Terry's chocolate orange Baileys, Victoria, no, if you go, we all go, like lemmings off a cliff. Hold it together for a few more weeks. Guys, I can confirm I had a sip, and I mean a sip of that Baileys just to try it, and other half demolished the whole bottle to himself. I'm still on.
Talking of trying new drinks, I tried a hot toddy.
You have?
Yes.
What did you
Yeah.
think?
After you guys were talking about it, and actually when we went out last week, we saw Sparky, and Sparky gave me a bottle of whiskey as my leaving present that he should have given me in June.
You'd be so ungrateful.
Which is very him.
so him.
I was chatting to the Baileys Club in the diet group and got the info
my Irish
for
girls.
what a hot toddy is, and tried it. It's okay. Not.
You know, you weren't bothered.
It's a bit tea-like. You know what I mean? I think the only hot drink I drink is coffee, and so anything else makes me think of tea, and I just really don't like that.
Wait till you're really in the midst of a bad cold or chest,
Yeah,
because it hits different. It just hits different when you're poorly. I mean, I love it when I'm poorly. I love a whiskey.
little
Yeah,
bit
maybe
of
then,
advice.
or like if I come in after, a walk on a cold day, maybe it would be good in those circumstances. But just trying it regularly on an evening was not that
for
great.
you.
Well, avoid that group for a really long time.
Are
What-
they all
Because
Why?
they will absolutely... Because they'll just rip you apart. If you say that you don't like something that's like Irish.
I did
They
use
just-
Irish whiskey as well, yeah.
Yeah, right, exactly. So then they're not going to take this news well.
Okay.
I would, especially Shauna, she will go for you.
I mean, she does anyway.
She does, yeah. So any excuse, really.
Block
Yeah.
them, Paul, block them. Laura says, I've just had to pause the treadmill because I was howling at your poo fairy chat on a previous episode. Love
Oh
it when
my
the poo
God.
fairy
Oh,
visits,
that's a while ago
guys.
now.
Before weigh-in, when the poo fairy visits, we all love it. I don't know how she's had time to visit anyone else this week, as she's been round mine
Oh my
for the
God.
last 3 days. After 2
Oh.
weeks off plan, I decided to properly get back on it and concentrate on fibre and gut health. Oh dear. Kimchi twice in 3
Oh.
days, kombucha and a gut shot, as well as hitting my daily fibre goal. Let's
Nice.
just say I've not had time for much else. I must have set a world record for how many times I went on Monday. And I'm someone who
God.
can usually go a week in between those type of loo visits. God,
A week?
a week. That's, by the way,
I
Laura,
mean,
that's,
I don't want to get
that's-
involved in this, but that
that's
does not sound good.
Well, that's why she's up to fibre, but it's gone the wrong way. The scales are thanking me, though, in a big way.
Oh, I
If
bet
this
they are.
morning's hop on the scales is anything to go by. Laura, thank you for bringing the poo fairy chat back into our lives. We are very much here for it.
Okay.
Some more than others. And Slinky Slimmer says, hello from Disney World. I had a video chat with my consultant today. It turns out I'm headed off to the Sparkly Castle as I've been
Ooh.
put through to the semi-finals of the National Man of the Year.
Fantastic.
Nice.
Unfortunately, I was just polishing off a pound Gideon cookie at the time, and I've got to lose all the weight I've put on in the last week before I go.
God,
Wow.
to have to go
Oh, that's timing.
to
That is
Slimming World head office a week after Disney World. No, I mean, that's not fair.
from one sparkly castle to another,
Yeah,
isn't
absolutely.
it? Literally.
Yeah, it is.
You've all got yourselves an exclusive No Shame in Again sticker. Just let us know. Right. Remember, our Etsy store is available. It is perfect for Christmas presents. Victoria has done the Fuck It, It's Christmas mugs.
Yeah, they're on.
They're on
They're
there.
on.
They're ready to go.
Sorry, guys.
So-
Yeah, the
Oh,
Fuck It Is
wow.
Christmas mugs are on.
Go and have a look. Lots of different things on there. All of our stickers, of course, from this year if you want to stock up. But that's it for this episode. Do stay in touch with us on our socials. We are at No Shame in Again. Next week, we will be back on Monday, Tuesday and Thursday. Patreon on Monday with the extra bonus episodes if you want to join us there with more of your stories. And then we'll be here on Tuesday with our fun size episode. But remember, whether you're slimming or sinning, there's no shame in
There's
again.
no shame in a game.